companies fall into the trap of moving at speed. Everything's reactionary. Something's happening. You make a quick decision. And you're making all of these decisions without a proper foundation or starting point to guide those decisions. And really what I was convincing the company to do in investing in this work was, rather than moving at speed with force, speed, was to slow down, do the foundational work so we can move forward with momentum. And momentum is effortless if you have the right foundation. A good brand strategy, as I truthfully feel that the one that we created together makes it look like it was effortless, because it's so clear, crystal clear. And you've done it right if that's the case. But to actually get to that point, it takes a commitment. And so I honestly had to put a lot of trust in you. We'd work together to say, I'm going to throw down and say, I recommend, in my first month of being on the job, we need to slow down to invest in this so that we can move with momentum versus speed and reactionary. And I feel grateful that they made the investment and they immediately, quickly saw the benefit of what we were doing. And it went from just words on a page into a proper strategy that carries the emotional weight to make people believe in what we're saying.
We say a lot, slow start, fast finish. And if we take the time to rally everyone,
Right.
The outcome will be inevitable, right?
Yeah.
And I think, to your point, this work wasn't transformative. We didn't reinvent anything with ZenBusiness. We just stripped the fat and focused on what we could do and say. And so it should be familiar and
Yes.
almost comforting and say, oh, this is us.
And that's what we did. And that's honestly what made the exercise a bit difficult, because I remember when I handed it off to you, he handed you a brand book that had been created within the last year. And so we had to say, okay, and what is good and what are we keeping? Where are we pushing and pulling to really get the most out of what we're saying? And so the job that you did was amazing in riding that line. And it did feel familiar. And I think we landed it. And the response that I got after presenting this out to the broader company really was, people that I'd never met, old timers who had been there for years, independently reaching out to me on Slack saying, thank God, we're finally doing this, which was very validating. And it did that job of giving people renewed, energy that, that we are going to take the time to do it right.